Welcome back to 3+U. Our next guest will probably look familiar to you. Very often we are happy to welcome Michelle Young to the show with her good friend John Latham to sing for us a bit. But today she's back to talk about her job as a voice teacher here in town and what you can learn if you're interested in improving your voice. Good to see you, Michelle. Your
Hi,
pitch pipe
Julie.
went off.
Yeah, my pitch pipe went off.
You always carry the tools of the trade.
I do, actually.
Okay, so we always enjoy it when you're here. Your voice, it's almost ethereal to me when I hear you sing because it's very effortless and your range is so great. But when I listen to you sing, I almost forget that you're singing. I don't know if that's a compliment to you, but it's just such an extension of who you are. Is it a natural fit for you to then be a voice teacher?
It is. It is. I never thought I would be a voice teacher when I was, growing up, but now that I'm here, it is a very natural fit and I enjoy it. I really enjoy helping students break through barriers they might have been experiencing and see that they can succeed, in improving their voice.
It is something that most of us just simply can do. If you're out there thinking, well, I know how to sing, that's true, but then there are tools that you learn to really make your voice an instrument, as they say, and that's where you come into play.
Yes, from the time you come in and start working with me, the very first day, you will start learning. And one of my students is here today, Megan Cobb, and she's going to show you. We're going to start with some mouth shapes.
Okay.
I want her to show you, because it all starts with opening the mouth to let the sound out. So you'll learn the mouth shapes, which is, the first one is E, and the second one is E, and then the third one is Ah. So you'll see it starts off closed. Thank you, Megan. It starts off closed and then it opens gradually.
Okay.
We also go over breathing. One of the very first things. Breathing is so important because that's where the strength of the singer comes from. You breathe in and out through your diaphragm. So Megan, if you can show them, just, breathe in and out. Now I want you to notice her chest is not moving at all. It's all coming from down here in the diaphragm.
Right.
In and out. Excellent, Megan.
And the truth is that if you learn to breathe that way, even in your daily life, you can get benefit from that. Because that strengthens your core too as well, doesn't it?
It does, it does. And it'll help you project whether you're speaking or singing. But if you try singing from the lungs, just breathing from the lungs, you can get dizzy, you'll run out of breath very easily, and you'll just lose your breath control. So proper technique, if you start from day one, I always have them practice those two things in front of the mirror for the first week, just to get used to them so they'll be second nature. Now, we do vocal leases. I train in any style that you want to learn. I say any style. I don't normally teach rap, and I usually avoid the metal heads, even though I have taught some metal approaches before. But everything, the vocalises are based in the classical style because that's how you build your voice.
Okay.
So Megan's going to sing some scales for us, just to briefly, to let you see what it's going to do. Now, we just did the three mouth shapes, E, E, and Ah. She's going to incorporate those in this. Now, in this particular vocalise, the goal is vocal strengthening in my classroom, okay? So pretty is not the object in this one. Each vocalise we do will have a goal.
Okay.
E, A, O, E, A, O, E, A, O.
Now you can see that she's breathing from the diaphragm. She's opening very well on that ah, the ah mouth shape. We relax the lips, drop the jaw. We want room for at least 2 fingers sideways between the teeth, and that way you know that you're opening up.
You also can hear the difference in projection for each type of mouth formation she has.
You can, and a lot of times I'll show my students when they first come in, I'll hit like a D, a higher D, right below the high C.
Right.
And I will sing that with a closed mouth, and I'll start like,
Right.
even I can't sing a closed mouth D and sound good, okay? so I tell them, if I can't do it, it's going to be hard for you, if not impossible.
Let's talk about who benefits from this and who you're seeing walk through your door. You said you see a lot of younger kids, but even people into their 70s who are wanting to either learn for the first time or they used to sing and they want to re-strengthen.
Exactly. And I encourage everyone of all ages to come in. If it's something you think you've always wanted to do, or if it's self-improvement, or you've got an audition coming up, different circumstances, whatever it is, you can always improve your voice.
The audition's a good point. We've had so many actors and actresses on the show in the recent, I don't know, year, 18 months, who their kids grew up, they went away, now life belonged to them again, and they always have this desire to hit the stage, and they begin to audition, so they could also benefit from this.
Definitely, definitely.
Talk to me a minute, too, about young people and the songs that you hear on the radio. It's not quite the way it used to be, where it's just straight vocal. You got a lot of computers coming in to alter the way they sound. Do kids wrongly think that they can achieve that same sound on their own?
Sometimes they do. Now, if a student has a particularly high level of talent, they can reproduce a lot of that, but you have to build to be able to project like that. And with these vocalises that we do in class, the proper technique, you learn to do that. And so many times, one of my favorite moments is when a student breaks through and says, I didn't know I could sing that high, or something. And I'm like, I told you you could, you know.
And also, if you don't learn the proper way, and you do have especially a natural gift, can you damage your vocal cords?
You can. The danger of nodes is always there, or even worse. And I encourage, you know, especially when I'm getting school-age students, they have pep rallies and stuff too, and I can show them how to scream properly. I have a sign in my studio that says singing is an extension of speaking. So if you were singing, like let's say I'm a Vol fan because my parents are. I'm not big, you know, I'm not big into sports, but if we're going to say go Vols, we go go Vols. Well, if I were to sing that, go Vols, or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Go Vols. So you're sort of singing that scream and not ripping your throat out.
So are you suggesting that at Neyland Stadium next week, they should all sing as opposed to chant?
I think they should pick a note where they can go, woo! But it would be, woo!
Okay.
Only you don't have to sing it, but it's the same approach.
Okay.
So if you're singing that note without the vibrato and all that,
gotcha.
You're screaming, woo! You know.
Okay, Jed wants to hear Megan sing some more, and I know that you really wanted to rope Jed in to sing a few strains with him. I don't think that he's going to go for it.
Come on.
David Carnes is an excellent singer.
David Carnes is an excellent singer.
The finger, but come on, Jed.
Let her sing.
He won't do it. Here's Megan, one more. He won't do it. Once he says no, he won't do it.
Megan, give us a verse of one of your favorite songs, just out of the blue. This is how good Megan is. Megan can just come in and pop something off the top of her head, and it'll sound great. So you just pick whatever you'd like, Megan.
Superboy and the Invisible Girl, son of steel and daughter of air. He's a hero, a lover, a prince. She's not there. Superboy and the Invisible Girl, everything a kid ought to be. He's immortal, forever alive, then there's me. I wish I could fly and magically appear and disappear. I wish I could fly. I'd fly far away from here.
7 years, and she has just bloomed. She has blossomed. Her voice is totally opened up. She's doing amazing auditions, amazing workshops that are very elite workshops in theater, and she's really developed her voice so that she can compete in the musical theater realm along with other quote-unquote singers. She didn't consider herself a singer when she came to me. She considered herself a theater student, which she was, but she worked on her voice to where she can do what you hear today and be very confident in her auditions.
Well, don't go flying away from here. There's Michelle's phone number if you want to get in touch with her. Thank you so much, Michelle. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Julie,
it.
for having me
Nice
here.
to have you on
Thank
the
you,
sofa
guys.
and not over there for a change. We're back after this.